Alright, team. Alright. Let's do this. One life to live. We're gonna stream some EVE Online PvP. And see if we still feel it. I'm thinking of some other things to do. In the event that we are not feeling it still. I don't think it has to do with any one thing happening in EVE right now, TBH. TBH, I don't think it has to do with one single thing in EVE. I think it has to do with I'm gonna switch the music up here a little bit. I don't know that it has anything to do with any one thing happening in EVE. None. I'm not gonna lie. But I just don't know if I'm feeling EVE anymore, man. There's like maybe I just need to take a break, right? So I think for PvP, what we want to do is remove beacons from overview. For main, we'll keep them up. And then we can swap them as needed. Let's look for... Oh no, we can head this way still. This will take us towards like Kamala, like that area. I feel like the music is hopefully not too loud. Don't know, man. Just the longer I play EVE, the less fulfillment I feel. You know? Maybe that means I should be switching it up. You know, I've been having a lot of fun playing Destiny 2 lately. That might be our next jam. There's a small and a medium and a small. I'm gonna move on. And it's just this thing of like, dude, I don't even know if I feel like doing factional warfare anymore. There's a Punisher. I'm cross-warping a Punisher and a Yakdal. That's probably the Yakdal. That's probably the Punisher. Would be my guess. Merlin again? Yeah, for sure, man. What's up? How you doing, Atlas? Hope you're having a good Thursday. Yeah, there's plenty of this. Another Merlin. There's a Merlin pilot. We must fight the Merlin pilot. Where is he at? There's nobody in the novice. We're gonna go to the novice. And we're gonna say, I'm gonna say, come at me, bro. For lunch? For sure, man. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing a bonus stream tomorrow, but I don't think it would be an EVE stream. I don't know that I'd be doing an EVE stream if I did a bonus stream tomorrow. I might stream a different game. I don't know. I'm exploring options for other games to play right now. I feel like right now my Eve boner is kill. And I'm not really sure why. But I'm still, I'm still playing it. It's not that like I'm like, I hate Eve. Like I'm less motivated to play Eve right now than I am to play other games. The thing is, there aren't any other games that I want to make content about. I like making, I like Eve because I like making Eve videos. I like streaming Eve. I like it in that sense. I just don't know. I don't know other games that I'd want to make content about. You know what I mean? Like I could stream. I could make content about like some single player games, maybe. I don't know. See, I actually don't think Eve is a great game to stream. I think Eve is one of the worst games to stream. But Eve is one of the best games to make videos, like YouTube videos about. And so what I do is I stream because I'm playing and getting video anyways. I'm collecting footage, hopefully, to get some good video, like, make some good video content with. I don't think Eve is a great streaming game. As far as MMOs go, there are much better MMOs. But Eve is also inherently from a different time, right? Eve is the product of a time before streaming. It's a product of a time before YouTube. Like, Eve was a game to play before YouTube existed. Think about that, man. That's fucking crazy, right? So a lot of more modern games have been designed with streaming in mind. Game like Apex Legends, for example, is designed to be streamable in its format. League of Legends is designed to be streamable more or less, or, you know. Yeah, definitely. It's a good game if streaming is your primary thing, right? For me, streaming is a secondary thing. My primary thing is YouTube. You know what I mean? And what you're saying, yes, it's a slower game. I can interact with my chat more, and those things are all good. I'm not like saying those things are bad. But it is not a game that was designed from the ground up with streaming in mind. Like, you know, other games are. Like, other games are designed to be like, because game studios and publishers more so than studios have discovered that, like, if you make a good game, if you make a good game and people like your game, they will stream it and basically advertise it for you, right? That's why you're seeing Eve push, like, Abyssal content. That's why you're seeing CCP push, like, Abyssal Free-for-All PvP, Abyssal PvE, instant stuff that has a timer and is like, okay, I did this thing, it takes 15 minutes, I can queue again and do the thing, right? And it's guaranteed fights or guaranteed PvE, it's all there, right? Because that is more stream friendly, and they're like pushing people to basically advertise the game forward. That's what the Eve partnership program is all about, right? It's getting people to make basically commercials for your game, and you're paying them with a free sub every month, 500 plex so they could sub an alt account every month, and skins and shit like that. You're not paying them a salary, right? Yeah. And like, but not only is it guaranteed, right? Like, okay, think about an arena shooter, right? Like Call of Duty. Not even Warzone, not even like the battle royale Call of Duty games. Think of like Modern Warfare 2, right? The matches are like 10 minutes long. They're competitive in nature. you are put in an arena where there's fights happening and there's gameplay happening. All of these things are inherent to the game design, right? It makes streaming it a lot more accessible, right? Because you're streaming basically like 10-minute chunks of action. I stream a match of Apex Legends. I win or lose. I lose. That's the answer. Like, you lose more than you win in those games, right? And then I, have a chance to catch up with chat, talk about what happened, analyze and break down what, like, okay, I could have done this better. I could have done this better. I did this really well. My team was communicating, etc., etc. And then you queue up for the next match and you go again. You know what I mean? Pardon me. And I'm not saying that from a place of like, I'm so salty. Like, I'm just commenting on the difference in game design, right? Eve was a game, or is a game, that was designed at a time where games were just played because you played them, right? The game itself was the product. It wasn't necessarily the culture around gaming. You didn't have to be seen. All of the things that boomers complain about with social media, all of the shit that boomers complain about with social media is the shit that gamers should be complaining about with streaming, with YouTube, etc., right? Like, games are no longer designed to be played. Games are designed to be seen being played. That is what is happening, right? You don't find games like WoW or New World to be streamable either, but they are. They're like even the same respect though. Yeah, exactly. Like, WoW has also never really been a great game to stream, but that's been changing with later designs as well. Mythic Plus. They're trying to esports the spirit out of WoW. Like, they're trying to esports that game into being a new game, right? Everything is instanced now. It's arenas, it's battlegrounds. There's not open world PvP. There's not, it's raiding. It's all of these things that are instanced and timed and all of that stuff, right? Specifically Mythic Plus, right? Mythic Plus is like the thing that has become the new streamable for WoW, right? But like the height of WoW, like Wreckful was doing arena, which was the only thing resembling streamable content when fucking WoW was in its like prime as far as Twitch is concerned. So Mythic Plus is basically think about how abyssal dungeons work in Eve. You have a certain amount of rooms. There are certain modifiers depending on what key you use, and you have a certain amount of time to complete it, right? Mythic Plus is basically the dungeon content in World of Warcraft. You have a certain amount of time to complete it, and depending on what keystone you use, it's a higher difficulty. The mobs have more HP. There are more modifiers added that make the mobs more difficult to fight. Or it makes it more difficult for healers, or it makes it more difficult for the tanks or whatever, right? And then as you complete them in the amount of time, like say 20 minutes or whatever the time limit is, if you complete it in that amount of time, you get rewarded with, gear, and then your keystone gets upgraded. So if I complete a Mythic +1 and I complete it in a certain amount of time, my keystone then becomes a +2 or a +3. And then you run that, and basically you're running up that keystone as high as you can to get higher rewards, better gear, and prestige. To be like, yo, I ran a Mythic +20. You know what I mean? Like, that's the culture around Mythic Plus. It's very competitive Mythic Plus, that is, not casual. Like, we're talking about like the competitive dudes, the guys that are doing, that are going for like the speed runs and all of that. Yes, exactly. And here's the kicker about that, dude. The Mythic Plus system was designed by Diablo 3 devs that were moved to the World of Warcraft development team. Like, they basically gutted the Diablo 2 or the Diablo 3 development team, moved them to World of Warcraft, and said, design this system. And what you got was Mythic Plus. That's exactly what happened. And the thing is, I don't even think Mythic Plus is inherently bad. The problem is Mythic Plus is an indicator. It's a bellwether of the direction that World of Warcraft development is going in. The same way that Abyssal Dead Space and Abyssal PvP is a bellwether of the direction that EVE development is going in. We're moving away from the open world. We're moving away from roaming. We're moving away from the sandbox and the open world aspects of EVE, and we're moving towards content on demand. Like, we're moving towards, like, okay, you push the content button, people either fight you or they don't, right? That is the system that we're moving towards. And, like, honestly, okay, here's my hot take, right? In general, I'm not talking about EVE specifically. In general, I do not think instanced content is an inherently bad game design, right? I'm doing factional warfare, which is EVE's old version of instanced content. You can only bring a certain type of ship in. It's a dead space pocket. You cannot free warp around in here. That is instanced content, right? But it exists in the larger world, you know? I think that when you start to change your game for you're changing your game because you're trying to develop for, like, the direction that gaming is moving in. You're trying to have it both ways. They're trying to maintain this old IP that made CCP what it is. They're trying to maintain EVE Online. That's, like, the thing that CCP has, right? But they're also trying to drag it kicking and screaming into this new era of game development, right? And of game publishing. And I don't think you can have it both ways. And I think one of the prime examples of that is old school RuneScape, right? You have, RuneScape was getting pushed in this direction, right? You have RuneScape 3 now, which is, like, kind of the modern RuneScape. Full disclosure, I have not played RuneScape 3, and I've played a very small amount of RuneScape, like OG RuneScape. Oh, this one's dead. Okay. The fuck? That was weird. It warped me to a dead thing. Anyways. But when they revived old school RuneScape, there were a lot of people that still wanted the like old school MMO mentality, right? So I think that perhaps what we have is different ideas about what games should be, right? Or what a game should be. This is the one I just finished. I think this one is bugged. Let's try warping to it again. I think that one's bugged, though. I think. Let's find out. But you have all of this stuff that's showing you, like, hey, here's all the, like, instant gratification on demand stuff you can do, right? Yeah, this one's bugged. Okay. Let's go to Llama, because I think Llama had a novice in it to run. Loose Halo, what's up? It's a hard compromise, is what Loose Halo says. They want to allow Eve to remain relevant for another decade and look at their development in a way the short-term growing pains are worth it. Have a game in a better position for the future. It's a tall order. It's 17 years now. I see where you're coming from, man. And like, I should be more like, okay, obviously I'm not a game developer. I am not a software engineer. I am not a play tester. I am not a anything, right? I'm a person who plays the game. That's the only paradigm I can really like look at things from, right? And I am, you know, I have a non-professional interest in marketing strategies, right? Like, I'm not a professional marketer, but I have an interest in how marketing works, right? And like advertising and shit like that. So from that standpoint, I understand what they're doing, and I think that like there are certain concessions that have to be made. You're right, it is a hard compromise. Like, there are concessions that have to be made. You have to make your game more streamable if you want people to stream your game. I think that there's a certain amount of being able to do the thing you want to do with your game that can exist, you know? And I think, honestly, for as much as people bitch about things, you know, myself included, right? Myself included bitching about, you know, instance PvP in my Eve? Like, the main reason I don't do the Abyssals is because they're on the weekends and I don't play video games on the weekends. That's my family time, right? If they had like a Neat Squad fucking midweek frigate free for all or something like that, yeah, I would try it, because it's guaranteed fights. It's guaranteed the content that I want to do. It's guaranteed frigate fights. Like, hell yeah, I would do it, you know? I think that, like, people bitch about it because they have this idea of what Eve was. And to a larger extent, they have an idea of what video games were, specifically MMOs, right? And that just isn't the case anymore, you know? It's simply no longer the case that games are something we play just because they're fun, right? Like, obviously, I have a slanted view of that because I'm streaming a video game right now. But we, as an adult consumer base, right? Here, this is my... Exactly. The thing that keeps me here, you know... Zenai? Am I pronouncing that right? Zenai? Not sure. Thank you for that follow, man. Appreciate it a lot. Appreciate it. The thing that keeps me playing Eve is it is a game that I fundamentally understand. I understand the gameplay loop of Eve, right? I don't want to have to learn another MMO. I don't want to have to learn Final Fantasy XIV. I don't want to have to learn Black Desert Online or Crimson Desert or whatever. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to learn, you know, it's the same reason I play like League of Legends as opposed to Dota, which Dota is the objectively better game, right? I play League of Legends because I already know the champions in League of Legends. I already know that stuff. You know what's actually interesting about that, Atlas, is those are the top games that you see, but they're not the top games for growth. The top games for growth in Eve are actually card games. Things like Magic the Gathering Arena, things like Slay the Spire, things like Hearthstone, not as much because of all the stuff going around with Blizzard, but like those are actually the games that have the biggest potential for growth in Eve. Or not in Eve, on Twitch, I should say. Eve has, like, very little potential for growth just because there's not a huge, like... There's not a huge demand for more streamers playing Eve right now. Yes, they do. From a, like... I'm not advocating for them from a gameplay standpoint. I don't like TCGs either. I'm not huge on TCGs, but they are undeniably, if you go, there's a website called Sully Gnome. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. They're popular for viewership. Like, if you want to grow, those are the games that have a demand for more content creators. It's the trading card games right now. It's also some other weird niche stuff like Dungeons and Dragons. Just chatting is always kind of huge. Like podcasting, like podcasts on Twitch are in a place where they're about to really blow up. And I don't think that a lot of people realize that. I think that if you're on Twitch a lot, you realize that people are podcasting on Twitch. But the podcast community at large has slept on live streaming on like Twitch or YouTube or whatever. Just chatting, a hot tub bikini in my living room. Fuck it, dog. The only reason I don't do it is because I don't have a hot tub in my living room. Are you kidding me? If I could sit there and get people to pay me while I was just hanging out in a hot tub chatting, like just talking to people, are you fucking kidding me? Hell yeah, I'd do it. You know? You cannot have shame in this game. You cannot have shame in this game. You can't do it. If you're here to get the money, get the fucking money. Get the bag, dude. That's all it's about. That's all it's about, because this shit is not forever. If you're gonna get the money, fucking get the money. People want to hate on, like, Amaranth. People want to hate on fucking, Pokey or Alinity or people like that. Like, the women on this platform that are doing shit to get money on this shit. You fucking kidding me? Hell fucking yeah, I'd do it. You cannot have shame in this game. That's the same mentality that keeps people working at factories for 50 years. Never asking for a raise. Never asking for a promotion. Never looking for something better for themselves. Because they want to sit there and say, I still have my dignity. What's your dignity getting you? A busted up back in your 40s. No health insurance to cover it. Shit fucking benefits. Not working in a union shop. That's what your dignity gets you. You cannot have dignity in this game. Sorry, I'm on one right now. I'm off it. Like you can't, like, okay, and I'm not saying no, like, everybody has a limit of a thing they will and won't do, right? Like, everybody has a limit of a thing they will or won't do, right? If you have moral reasons for not doing something, then okay, cool, whatever, right? But you cannot get mad at somebody else who is taking advantage of those opportunities because their morals aren't holding them back, right? Like, and I don't think reasonable people are. I think people get sold a certain paradigm on Twitch, right? People get sold a certain paradigm of like, oh, the titty streamers are ruining it. The titty streamers are the reason that I'm streaming to 8 people right now, right? Yeah, exactly. You know, they're the reason, right? You think people that are watching Amaranth would come watch me stream? Fuck no. Right? That's first of all. Secondly, the reason that, like, the Amaranths of the world are successful at all on this platform is because they understand how to play the game. The guy that's streaming League of Legends to 2 people, or the guy like me that's streaming streaming Eve on Twitch to 8 people, I don't understand how to play the game. I'm talking about, like, gaming Twitch, right? I don't understand how to do that. That's why my stream is unsuccessful. It's not somebody else, it's me. Right? I'm not putting 12 hours a day into streaming, making videos, having a presence on TikTok, being on Twitter, posting on Reddit, like plugging my shit at every opportunity, that's why my shit's not successful, right? And it also depends on what your you know, success is to people, right? Yeah, exactly. The other thing is like, it's about creating funnels, right? Like, it's about creating funnels. So like, Twitch cannot be your first thing, right? Like, what you want to do is you want to have a presence on like Twitter or Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, or, you know, Facebook or wherever, where you're talking about this stuff and you're generating buzz and you're, you know, having a conversation. And then like, oh, by the way, I stream on Twitch, you know, whatever. We're full-time, barely got enough to play games. Or OnlyFans. Here's the thing with OnlyFans. OnlyFans is something you have to funnel people into, right? Like, Twitch serves as a funnel to OnlyFans, right? Like, these things exist in such a way where you're like, okay, there's buzz around something I said on Twitter, and now like, oh, by the way, I stream on Twitch, right? You come to Twitch and you watch me stream. You know, I'm not affiliated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a Twitch affiliate. I don't ever plan on being a Twitch affiliate. What I would plan on doing is setting up a Patreon, and Twitch would be a funnel to Patreon. It would be, hey, like, you know, how can I sub to you? Oh, I don't have a sub button. I'm not in on that. If you wanted to do that, like, if you want to support me, here's a link to my Patreon, dude. You know, any bit helps. You didn't have kids, your wife would be on OnlyFans. You have to have multiple avenues to engagement and have them reference to each other, the way they can grow out of those. Exactly. And the other thing is you have to build your own platform. Mad Dog saying, oh, I show, and here's my, exactly. Like, yo, do you want to watch me play? You want to watch me play Destiny? I'm on Twitch. You want to watch, like, you want to see hot pictures of me doing hot girl shit? I'm on OnlyFans. Fuck it. Money spends, dog. It don't matter. It don't matter if that money came from streaming video games or if it came from wherever. That money spends. You feel me? Like, if that is what you're here for, if that's what you are streaming for, if you're doing it for the bag, then get the fucking bag. Fuck everything else. You know? But that's just me, and I could be wrong. I probably am, right? And I'm here for fun, you know? I got my money, I'm good. You know, that's why I don't have, like, you know, I'm not interested in getting a sub button, you know? Does that mean you won't get any boobs in this channel? You gotta check the Snapchat. Lamau. Hold on, let me see if I still remember how to do this. There you go. Boobs in the channel. Boobs in the channel. Thanks for being so chill. I try to be, man. I really do. Sometimes I get fired up on shit, you know? Sometimes I get fired up and I get on one, you know what I mean? When I feel passionate about something, I like to talk about it, but please don't mistake my tone, like the way that I talk, for me being mad at somebody for saying something. I get passionate about shit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, mother, I'm gonna stream my games for money. Mother, hey, fuck it, you know? If your mom's mad about it, then, like, all right. I try to keep myself somewhat metered, but sometimes I just get real fired up. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, there's an executioner out. I'll fight an executioner. Let's bang in the novice, dog. Oh, it's gone. Son of a bitch. It's the one I just ran. Ignore those results. We have to have a real conversation rather than yelled at from an ignorant sub box. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I try my best to be, you know, I try to convey myself with like emotional honesty about stuff, which is to say, like, I'm not gonna fake getting fired up about something I'm not fired up about, but I'm also not gonna try and fake like, ooh, zen calm and stuff. Like, if I don't feel calm about something, I'm not gonna try and pretend to be calm about it, you know. I'm not going to feign disinterest in something just because, you know, that's the meta, right? If I care about something, I care about it, you know. And I think that like what you're talking about with, like, you know, people being soapboxers about stuff, I think that comes from a place of it comes from a place where there is an imperfect understanding of an issue, right? Someone has a lot of passion about an issue, but they don't have an understanding of the things going on around it. And it happens everywhere, right? When your passion for something outgrows the knowledge you have for it, the answer should be learning more. One of your favorite streamers on Twitch is Sweet Anita, and she has a no bullshit attitude towards life. Dude, Sweet Anita is like my secret guilty pleasure on YouTube. I had to make a separate account so I wouldn't completely bork my YouTube algorithm just so I can watch Sweet Anita clips on YouTube. That's all I do, man. Like, I just sit here and I just watch her tics and stuff. It's so great, dude. And like, one of the things I really respect about Anita on Twitch is that, like, she does not apologize for who she is, and she doesn't apologize for the things that make her the way she is. And like, to me, that's super admirable. You know, there's a lot of people that try to downplay, you know, and I'm not saying don't do that, right? Like, do the thing that makes you comfortable, right? For her, what makes her comfortable is being open and honest and having a conversation about, you know, a continuing ongoing conversation about her life, right? And her struggles and her you know, challenges and how she overcomes them. You know, for some people, you know, maybe people with like gender dysphoria, maybe people who are not comfortable with other things going on, maybe the way that they cope with it is doing something where they're streaming and like they're being validated because of what they do, regardless of whether or not you see their face, you know? Like, I was watching a thing, I was watching a thing. Are you guys familiar with Devin Nash on YouTube? He doesn't really stream that much anymore, but he still makes YouTube videos a lot. I was watching a video several months ago where Devin Nash was interviewing a VTuber who basically has like started to crack the code for getting, like, using TikTok to get people onto their Twitch streams, right? And it's like a 2-hour long interview, and not all of it's super interesting because I don't really care about TikTok that much. But what they were saying is that, like, okay, did we go for it? Yeah, we go for it. What they were saying basically is that they get a lot of validation from the fact that people watch their streams and pay attention to them regardless of what they look like, because they have, you know, insecurities about their physical appearance or whatever. Hold on, let me try and dunk on this fool real quick. It's just webs. They don't have scram. They don't have TD. They better warp. You better warp, buddy. Oh, he's got mad reps, dude. He's got mad reps. Woo! Good fight, dude. Good fight. GF. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, brother. Let's loot this wreck up. Hell yeah, my dude. All right. Let's, I think I want to go. I need to get out of here real fast, I think. Or actually, maybe we just keep running it for just a second. But we do got to keep an eye out, because we actually did not use that much heat. I think we're actually in a pretty good spot. Yeah, we didn't actually use that much heat. The dual rep hooky. Let's look at it, dude. Let's see what we had here. Small shield extender, medium ASB, double webs, small ancil, small transverse bulkheads. The ultra rare tri-tanked hook bill, dude. It's actually not a terrible fit. My big problem with that fit is it's not going to output enough DPS for not having a scram. I see what he was going for. I see the idea on paper, and I think that it's certainly not the worst hook bill fit ever. Like, it's there. On paper, it's there. I think that with this, what you want to do is you want to drop the small shield extender, and you want to try and get a scram on there. You want to try and get a scram onto that fit somehow, because I don't think you're going to be putting out enough DPS to murk somebody fast. You know? I could have warped out at any time. Is that how when things are scram pointed and don't warp away when they're engaging someone? Yeah, exactly. It's also... So the other thing with that fit that is actually, and Sally's bringing up a good point there. He's actually, like, it's good because it's a bait fit, right? It looks like, oh shit, his ancil's going down. You know, he's shield, you put out a shield rep, but then he starts bleeding armor. Oh, I can get him, I can kill him, it's fine. And then he hits another shield rep, and you're like, no, he's still bleeding, you know, and I'm getting close, right? And then he reps armor and shield. And then you're like, fuck, it's too late, right? If he had a scram on there, you're good. You're going for hull tank, the T2s. Yeah, it's a really strong fit. I see what he's going for there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's there. Like, the concept is there, and I respect it. I also don't think he was expecting a 320 DPS Merlin. So that was also part of it. This fit will blow through those. This fit will blow through those fits, dude. Yeah, exactly. Like, that is a deceptively strong fit. And it's a fit that Jebby would say, Evelog would say that's a bread with 7 crusts. It's a tough ship to fly, and it's a tough ship to fly correctly. But you know what? I'm there. Like, that's actually, I'm with it. Let's actually, I want to see, let's see here, simulate this fit. If we got rid of the extender, we have 38 points of, I would maybe go, let's see here, Warp Scrambler. Could you get a Tech 2 on there? Yeah, you can get a Tech 2 on there, as that small shield extender really isn't going to do much for you, right? I would fly that fit. And then what I would do is I would actually rip one of those off, and I would go, because let's see here, charges, Scourge Rage. Right now we're doing 158 DPS. I would go missile launcher rig, small. We're not, well, we can. We just have to kind of fuck with something a little bit here. I would do like a bay loading accelerator 2. And then I would drop this down to like a faint epsilon. That's how I would run that fit. 2x Ansil, web scram. Right on. Oh, we got another plus. Hold up. Another challenger has entered the fray. Let's... Sure. All right, we got a second attempt coming in here. We'll see what he brings. I'm always down for a second fight, you know. Ah, the Tormentor. Okay, okay. Okay. Let's go for it. Here we go. Get back, get back. Here's another one. I need to overheat that. Ah, we're down. We had no point, but we got killed. GF. GF, dude. He had no point on me. But honor demands it, dude. Honor demands it. Self-destruct. All right. For a second, I thought Hookbill's too OP for the Merlin. Nah, man. The Merlin's rough, dude. Dude, the Merlin is a tough motherfucker, dude. Let's see that. Let's see what he was running. He was probably running the dual web beam. Yeah. This is a really strong fit, too. That Tormentor fit is tough, dude. I actually thought about moving those. My DPS was too low somehow. DPS is real nice surprise. Yeah, for sure, dude. I love that fucking fit, dude. Do I have enough time to link it? Well, let's save that real quick. Let's go holes and fits. Merlin. Oh, I don't have it saved. Oh, fuck it. He's got the fit. Show fit. I had to leave. I don't have it pulled up. Dual web more. Yeah. Yeah, he had enough range because the big problem with the Merlin is that it's slow, and I didn't heat my AB. So he was at like 2,500 meters. And so he had me in fall off, and I wasn't applying full damage. That's what he did. So if I were to guess at his fit, I would imagine he's running something like this with a Gleam loaded. Let's load Gleam. He's getting 172 there. And then he's rocking double web. So he may or may not have a damage mod on there. But he's getting 172 out of that, and then his drones he's getting 36. So he's getting like 200. Let's see what it is heated. Yeah, he's getting like 240 DPS, 230 DPS, give or take. Out to, you know, 4K. So if he has a higher optimal than I do, he's gonna win, right? Now, he might not have Trimarchs on. He might have transverse bulkheads for speed. In fact, I would almost guarantee he has transverse bulkheads for speed. Which means he's just faster than me. Which means over time, he's going to pull away. Right? He just is. And then he can probably drop these coatings. Now, you're not really going to get much else on there, though. Because you have such tight CPU with the double Tech 2s. Like, there's just not as much you're going to do there. It was a good fit, though. My best guess at what he's flying is this fit. Or some variation thereof. Right? It's a real strong fit. You know? Alright, let's see here. Let's do... I feel like I didn't really get as strong of a test on this Castrol as I wanted. But I kind of want to do a little bit of riftering, maybe, perhaps a bit of riftering here. And we can see what we get. Let's try a little bit of the old Rifter. Maybe. Where do we want to go? Arzad Stable. Kamala Llama. Llama Llama Ding Dong. Colossus Win. 5 jumps out. Yeah, let's go check this place out. Some Rifter? Hell yeah, dude. Look at that skin. Ugh. I do like me some Rifter. So this is a little bit more of a traditional thing. I personally don't think you can get enough out of a Rifter to do a no point Rifter fit. I just don't think there's enough damage there to do it. For me, in my opinion, in order to pull off no point, you really want to have at least 200 DPS. For me personally, I don't want to fly it with less than like 230 DPS, but like if you can get at least 200 DPS out of your ship, then like you could do no point. And for me, with Hail heated, we're like right there. I could try it. The thing that's really nice about this one is you could sit at range, right? You could sit at like 8K and just bomb on fools. But did I get a permit from AP to fly the Rifter fit? No, I did not. I do like this Rifter fit, though. Is this the one that AP flies? Does he rock with, like, the burst aerator, the transverse? This is, like, a weird... I like the transverses on there because it doesn't fuck your speed too hard. Yes, it is 200 with a 200mm plate. It is indeed 200mm autocannons with a 200mm plate. You won't tell? That's fair. That's fair. I also have a cheeky Arty Rifter fit, but I haven't flown it in a long time. The problem with the Arty Rifter is it's just the alpha is not super high. I'd rather fly an Arty Thrasher, because you get like crazy alpha out of the Thrasher. You know what I'm saying? 125s with the 400. That's not a bad fit either. That's a more baity fit. That's like... that plays, like, I feel like for that fit to be truly effective, you gotta play off the fact that people are expecting a Rifter to do a certain thing and not be very tanky, right? Because the thing is, this Rifter, not the tankiest ship in the world. But where your tank comes from is the fact that you got some decent speed, and you can sit out at range. A Confessor. Team a Confessor. Let's see if the Confessor jumps in. You guys think that Confessor is going to jump in here? He did. Let's see where he goes. We'll hold. We'll wait. For just a second here. Dear Confessorman. He's warping. He's warping to this small. I'm going to warp it like 50 and see if I catch him. A lot more to learn. Well, dude, you'll get there. You gotta bear in mind that I've been playing this game for a long time. And I still am bad. Like, I still don't know shit about shit. Let's see if he's here. He is. What's his speed? Do you guys think he's a, he is a speedy man? We're just gonna head inside real fast. Knowing full well that the man cannot come in here. I don't know if he realizes that the Confessor can't come into smalls. I don't think he realizes that. Let's see. Oh, there's a station here. Does this one have a repair shop? It does. All right, tight. Let's go rep. I did not quite land right on top of him. I should have warped to 30 and I would have landed on top of him. Let's see here. Utilities. Logs and messages. He's a beam fit. If I got under him, that's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. Let me in! Let me in! I wonder why he didn't point me. I have an omen here? What the fuck? Hold up. Hold up, team. Let's repair this thing real fast. I love giving my money to NPCs. What is this omen fit? What the fuck is this thing? It's named Vitiate's Omen. It's dirty as fuck. Let's see here. It is a 1600 plate AB web scram Tech 1 pulse laser. What the? How old is this ship? Excuse me. Excuse me. What is this? What? This right here is why you have to leave your assets just out in space. Because you never know when you're going to find some dumbass fit from like 80,000 years ago. This is a fit from before I had T2 pulse lasers trained, my dudes. Look at this fucking thing. What is in here? We have multi-frequency and standard. That's it. Do we fly it? It's cap stable, dude. It's fucking cap stable. Look at this thing. Headhunter skin. Ensure. We're flying it, team. We're flying this fucking thing. What the fuck is this fit? Oh my god. What have I found? Alright. Scram, web, AB. Let's go, team. Let's go. What the fuck is this? No kill marks. The last time I did this is when I found in Pochvin I had a pandemic horde fleet, like, doctrine hurricane from when they had a T1 hurricane doctrine from the Pureblind days. I found it in Pochvin and I just was like, fuck it, I'm flying it around Pochvin until I die. And I ended up killing a saber and then got double boosted on. But fuck it, dude. Woo. Oh shit, there's an incursion here. Well, that was quick. They're 50 off the gate. We may be able to get away. We may be able to get away. I jumped into an incursion. Okay, so we're not going to Ardar. Don't mind me, team. Okay. So we want to go to Hadaziko. We're just gonna go straight back towards like Amamake with this thing, dude. What the fuck? Oh, this skin looks fucking hot though, dude. I like that shit. I should come up with an actual T1 Omen fit to fly just so I can use this skin. Oh god. Fucking dude, that soundbite. I feel like, so everybody thinks that the best Grath soundbite is after the Revenant dunk. I think the best one is the fucking when they jump into an incursion and Mad Catz just lets them die. I think that might be the best the best Grath. That might be peak Grath. It's just fucking like Mad Catz just noping off the gate and just letting Grath die. Alright. What's my range with these even? 11 kilometers? Okay. So there's really no reason I should ever be using standard with this fit, right? Not really. It really is. It's not great. The thing with the Omen that feels real bad is the slot layout is not fun. How much damage are we getting with this thing? It also has no drones, so that's worth noting. There's a medium here. Let's go for the medium. Let's just slide on into this here medium. We'll see what happens. Look at my cat. My cat's so mad that I won't let him up on my lap. It's can't be better. Yeah, it's not good. It's not a good fit. That's all I'm saying. This is a real bad fit. There's a Scythe fleet in here. Let's go for it, dude. Fuck it. Bubbies. Let's go for it. Let's just go for this Scythe fleet. Not fast, not tanky, it's got no percussion, no fin, okay. So yeah, there's those things. All of the things you say are true. Oh, it's a friendly Scythe fleet. Well, that's less fun for me. That's less fun. Alright, let's kill a chronic. What up? Alright. Let us... No, this is a regular T1 Omen that I have... This fit is years and years old. Oh, there's a curse pilot? Alright, so there may be a curse. Let's see what's up. Let's see if we can dunk on this curse. We are at the medium outpost. Alright. Let's go. Alright. We're gonna keep this chat open. Not a Navy Omen, just a no, man. Just no. Okay, so basically what we want to do... I mean, the thing is with the curse, we're not going to be able to hold it. Like, I'm not going to be able to. Because I have no cap injector, right? So we got to worry about that. Alright. What the fuck is this fit, dude? I'll tell you what it is. It's terrible. But I love men. For sure. For sure. Hey, we could try it. Alright, so this guy's trying to bait out this this curse. Which actually, like, so unironically, this this fit is actually pretty good for a curse, like against a curse, because it's all passive tank, right? And it's got the big doink of a plate. So we have like 35,000 EHP is not terrible, you know? We'll see if he comes in. He might think that we're together. So we're waiting to see if we can... It got the booty. Yeah, dude, look at it. But do she got a booty? She do. Alright. Well, let's see if this homie comes in. We'll see. We'll see if homie comes in. This fit is so strange. Like, you can tell this was a fit that I made in a time where, like, I was deeply concerned with, like, okay, but is it cap stable? You know? All right. He needs to extract his recon. Yeah, maybe. I mean, this is like the easiest dunk for him ever, right? It's an Omen. He can just turn off everything. You know? All right, we need to once again approach. See, now would be the time for him to slide because I'm way off the thing, right? So I can't even get a tackle on him. What the fuck? Okay. I don't even know what this fit was supposed to do. We can turn that off now. We have him nice and sufficiently webbed down. Or not curse, this fucking Omen. Yeah, pretty much. Like, if I try... Well, so I'm cap stable with everything running, but just barely. Like, I'm just barely cap stable with everything running. If he thinks of it being like an active tank Omen, then, like... He would absolutely want to slide on me, right? That's the curse of the Amar ships. No pun intended. Your cap dries so fast, right? For whatever reason, this ship manages to be cap stable just barely. I don't know that I would ever actually fly this ship. Aside from the fact that I'm doing it right now as we speak. We'll see if he comes in. Like, this is such a fucking juicy dub for this guy, though. You know? Like, this is the dub right here, you know? Easy. Easy dub, Omen. I don't know why I'm bothering with D-scan. He's just gonna show up, right? We'll see if he does. Blood Raider ships. Yeah, so back in my nano days, one of the dudes that we flew with absolutely loved the Nano Balgorn. This dude loved this ship, dude. 30-kilometer webs, fucking 36-kilometer newts. Like, he just smoked people in this. He loved this ship so much. He doesn't play anymore, which is unfortunate. But, dude, the Nano Balgorn is fucking tasty. I like it. Yeah, he stopped playing, and like I get it. Eve was basically at a point where it was threatening to ruin his life, and so he was just like, I'm done. Like no, not Chesser. I never played with Chesser. Chesser, I don't think I would ever have been a good, I don't think I would ever have been good enough. Even when I was like really like try hard in this game, I don't think I would have been ever good enough to fly with Chesser. Like what the Thera boys considered good enough, right? Damn, this thing is spawning them quick. Yeah, the Ashimu just, it's weird because like I want it to be a really good ship, but it's just, it's strange. PG, yeah. Like the 100 of Men, the 100 of Men can do stuff. It's kind of like a weird stepchild, right? Whereas like the Crewer is strong for novice PvP, like novice complex PvP, and the Balgorn is just a staple ship in general. The Ashamu just doesn't quite get there, you know. But it does, like, in theory, it does a lot of stuff, right? I don't even think I don't even have an Ashamu fit saved. Yeah, I mean, the thing with the oversized AB is you're wanting people to come after you, right? All right, we have +1, but it doesn't look like dude's coming yet, unless that's one of his dudes. Let's see. Maybe they'll bring something in here. All right, that guy's gone. I mean, the thing is, I think the Blood Raider ships in general are in an okay... Like, the Balgorn's in a really good spot. For what it does. Yeah, the Crewer is really... The Crewer is a really, like, specific use case, right? Yeah, the Ashamu needs some love. It's not in a great spot right now. The Crewer has a really specific use case, and in that really specific use case, it does well. Yeah, you don't see... There's, like, really the only T1 cruisers I think that you see anymore. You still see, like, the Vexer from time to time, because the Vexer is still real strong. You still see the Caracal, but the Caracal's really just there. The Caracal you just see for people trying to dunk cruisers, right? Or not cruisers, frigates. Like, the Caracal still sees some use in small gang, and it's still really strong for small gang. And then, like, every now and again, every once in a blue moon, you'll see someone flying, like, a Rupture, right? But outside of that, yeah, you don't really see a lot of the T1 cruisers super often. So, yeah, and it shouldn't be a mainline ship. It's just like, okay. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, the Caracal is there because of rapid lights. Like, that's why you see it. And, like, as far as the Ashamu being a force multiplier, there are much better, like, I don't see a use case for the Ashamu now that you don't lose SP for dying in, like, a Loki, right? For the amount of money you would spend to bling an Ashamu, I would rather just fly a Loki. Because a Loki can actually do shit, you know what I mean? Which it just further narrows the scope of what you can do with a Yeah, exactly. And like, I think where a lot of times you would see someone flying an Ashimu, you're gonna see a Hugin or a Rapier as well. Because like, how are you gonna argue with like 70 km webs? You know? The newt pressure is not enough, right? For the price that you're spending. For the price that you're spending to have decent webs and solid newts, I would rather have really good webs at a really long range. You know? That's my take on it. Screw it, go curse. Yeah. You know? If you want really good newts, go with the curse. If you want really good webs, go with like a Rapier or a Hugin. If you want both, fly a Balgorn, right? Like, those are your options, really. Like the Ashimu. If you want all of it, get friends. Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like, if you fly it in a gang of like 5 people, then like, not even 5 people, right? Like, you could have fewer, but like, you know, have somebody flying a curse and somebody flying a Hugin. Like, easy. Alright, I think I've killed enough rats in this one that it's not going to spawn anymore at this point. He says, as all the rats spawn. So I have this idea that I want to try out if I ever start doing, like, if I ever start doing, like, gang roams on stream. I have this idea I want to try out with, 100 MN attack battle cruisers and a Hugin and a curse. Like, I want to see if if people will actually come in on that on an ESS. It would depend on where we land. And the thing is, like, you would need to have, you would basically need to have, like, somebody in, like, a stabber or something. Or, like, a thorax or a moa that seems easy to jump. That's robbing. So they go in and they're like, okay, we're going to gang up and we're just going to kill this stuff real fast. And then, like, they jump in and they just get, like, webbed down by a Hugin that's sitting, like, 60 kilometers off. And then you just start lining up Tornado Arty. And just start fucking blasting things, you know? It could be fun, you know? If we had enough tornadoes... The thing is, with tornadoes, everyone's gonna know the jig, though. Like, everyone's gonna know, like, if they see tornadoes, they're gonna be like, okay, there's a Hugin in there, right? And that's fine. Because they're gonna bring stuff and we're gonna be able to just fucking, like, start cycling, you know? It would also work with, like, 100 MN, oracles. You can get oracles to bang out to a pretty solid range as well. So those are ideas that are in the works. It's gonna take a few steps of doing things first. Namely, I'm gonna need to get I'm gonna need to fix my security status on this character. You could do it with 720 Arty Ruptures as well. Like, all of these things would work, you know? There are several steps that need to happen before I start doing that stuff. Nobody feels good flying a Ruppy, Lamau. Namely, like, the first big barrier is I need to fix my security status. 1, 2, 3. ESS stands for Edling's Farger Slide, right? Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. He's used multi-box like crazy. Not surprised. That's the thing. If we had enough tornadoes, I feel like we could punch through. You know, Vargers have crazy reps, right? But, like, crazy reps aren't going to matter when you're eating, you know, 70k volleys. With enough tornadoes, you can just tape together a dread's worth of volley. The Varger with ACs? With ACs, the Varger is really good. In my estimation, I think the artillery Varger is better. Because it's not as expensive. The thing with the AC Varger is it can tank really hard. Like the autocannon Varger can tank really hard, and it's fast. Oh, the Rupture? The Rupture with ACs is actually not terrible. I have a small gang fit that I like. Let me find it really quick. It's kind of dated. I don't know how good it is anymore. Oh, I don't have it saved. What the fuck? Hold on. Let me pull up Pyfa. Let me pull up Pyfa here real fast. Rupture 2 fits. Solo Ruppy. Fit 2 clipboard. Okay. Simulate this fit. So this is a Rupture that I would fly like solo. And it gets pretty decent damage. Let's load Public Fleet EMP. You're getting 320 DPS cold with it, which is pretty good. It also has the medium newt, which is pretty solid. Like I would fly this. I would fly this to fight people with. Save. I don't know if it's still good or not, but like you get a pretty good amount. You get like 400 DPS with your drones out, which is pretty solid. That's like a Rupture fit that I've actually considered moving some down here just to see what I can get with it. The thing is, cruisers in general just feel really, fly it on stream next week? Maybe. Nabok, what's up, dude? How you doing? Nabok123? How you doing? Sally says, T1 cruisers are relics of a long ago era where EVE players fought each other. Leave them alone in their retirement. I am flying a shit fit Omen that I found in a station from years ago. This is from a time. Okay, so I'll give you a little bit of context, Nabok. This is a fit. I have 123 million skill points on this character right now. No, this is a fit from before I had T2 guns trained. I have T2 guns trained currently, like I can use them. This is a fit that is so old that it was from before when I had T2 guns trained. So, one on his, all right. Let's align. What's the DPS? It's like 290. 290 with multi-freak loaded. Not bad. Not great. But I found it and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fly this bitch until it fucking dies. Yeah, and that's like, so if you think about even a larger context, what Sally's saying is absolutely right. No one does dumb stuff. Even a larger context, like what Sally's saying is right. Like the game has gotten to a point where people have a lot of money. Like ISK, you know. People have a lot of ISK to fly the larger stuff, right? Or the better stuff. people have the dollars to you know, the in-game currency to be able to afford the Omen Navy or the you know, the Vigilant, or you know, these better ships, these higher tier ships. So you just don't see a lot of T1 anymore. And maybe not. What am I trying to do? Not experience with Losec. So I am in Minmatar factional warfare. I'm in Minmatar factional warfare, so I'm capturing this complex. Kill a chronic, vitiate, nice bait. Copy. You'll scare the fishes. Sorry, I lost the thread on what I was talking about. Let's see here. We bring a stabber, they bring a vagabond. When you bring a vexer, they bring a healer. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens, right? Like, it's escalation theory, right? You bring something stronger, and the idea is that you're going to get other people to come in, right? So there's a lot of really interesting kind of theory crafting around escalation. If you watch Grunt Kato's videos about baiting in a T1 in a Megathron, how many we got standings? Our standings are actually shooting up pretty quickly here, which is good. I got 43,000 loyalty points for doing that. All right, let's go to Orfold. 60 ever with the follow. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. See T1 stuff getting flown around and blown up carelessly. Yeah. I think the problem with that is it's really disheartening because, like, you lose real fast. Like, it does not take much to lose. Perhaps I appreciate bring engageable stuff. Name has been, yeah. So Homeboy has been flying. Kaiser has a video series out where he's baiting in a Megathron to for his gang, right? And like, that's something that's not necessarily like that in and of itself is not a new like phenomena, right? Oh, what the fuck? There we go. But like there's this kind of school of thought if you're flying in a gang, right? Gross. There's this school of thought where like you want to like move in what seems very piecemeal, right? Like you start with a Megathron or you start with you know, a couple of ships. And you want to get them to bring something where like, okay, they're focusing on killing this one thing, and then you start escalating slowly more. You start, you know, trickling in more stuff slowly. Who's this guy? He's a new man. Let's go to Golmora God. I've been in one or two megas for like 5 to 10 2s. Yeah, exactly. You know, that was one thing I really missed about, I do miss about living in wormhole space, is you get those, like, real fun, small-scale engagements where it's, like, you've got 4 or 5 dudes, they've got anywhere from, like, 4 or 5 dudes to maybe 10 or 15. And you guys fucking duke it out, right? And then like Ibushido, like the era of Ibushido happened of like, okay, we're all gonna form. Only bring 20 people and make sure that you have, you know, only T1 Logi, and we're gonna fight here, and whoever wins, the loser gets to roll the whole, like, all that shit is fucking stupid. Like, where am I? Let's go. I gotta go because my iPlace or whatever. All right, but yeah, like, you know, that shit is just. That shit got really boring. You know, that's why, like, you know, when we lived in Wormholes, I always appreciated rolling into like Hard Knocks. Hard Knocks or like Laserhawks or groups like that, because they would just meet you at your level. Right? They didn't care, like, you know, if it was, are they having like an Apex armor brawl, or are they just doing a fun little nano fight or whatever? They're gonna meet you at their level. Like, all right, let's do this, you know? And it's not all of this like, okay, here are all of the rules and here's all the stuff. It's just like, fuck it, you know? Do you guys have people on? Yeah, we do. Okay, cool, let's fight. Or no, we don't. Are you gonna have people on in an hour? Maybe. All right, well, we're just gonna roll then because we got to keep the people happy, you know? Like, that shit was always tight. All right, there's a Caracal. There's a Venture. There's a Flycatcher. There's a Slicer. Looking good. Let's see here. The only thing isn't open. Oh, no, there's a medium. Everything's at the medium. Caracal, Imp Navy Slicer, Imp Navy Flycatcher. Let's go, team. Let's just fucking go. I bet that's a Nirvana, that's like a Nirvana'd out fucking 30k EHP Flycatcher. You guys think it is? I bet it is. Oh, you never got that treatment from them? It could have just been because they knew that we would, like, they knew what we were about. That could have been the case. Let's just roll in here. Let's just see if we get ourselves a fight. Holy shit, Blight's online. What? Let's just feed. Let's just feed this. I want to see if I can get this Flycatcher kill. That's what I want to see. Oh, they're way the fuck out there. The Flycatcher is far, far away. Let's see what the Flycatcher does. He's warping off. All right. All right. Let's warp ourselves off. Ossiger. No, we can't go into Ossiger. Fuck no. Can we go into Ossiger? Let's go. We'll see if anybody's at the open. I don't think there is. The Caracal, dude. The Caracal putting in work, dude. Alright, let's move along here. We'll see. I want to see if anyone will come in. I don't think anyone's going to come fight me, though. We might be better off going towards Dahl. Blight is back, dude. Look at that. That's the first time I've seen Blight alive in a while. Cusack, what's up, dude? What's up, man? I'm just glad to see Blight logging back in. He hadn't logged in a while. I'm pretty sure he was on... So he's in Congregation now. I'm pretty sure he was on their... I'm pretty sure he was doing AT shit. And probably taking a break after AT. A much deserved break. There's a Schmedium open. Let's go check that Schmedium. Some of his videos. I really like Blight's videos. I think that he puts together videos in a way that's like very narrative and tells a story. I think that his ability to like his ability to showcase what a ship can do without it being like super full of memes is admirable. You don't see that a lot anymore. You know? Everybody wants the memes. I can't be too mad about that. Maybe I should be. I don't know. Let's see here. Anka, maybe? We'll set our desto this way. It'll be fine. Yeah, Blight does some dope shit, man. I'm hoping he's coming back to streaming. Or well, at least making videos. Because I know he had started streaming for a very little bit. And then, stopped. The Zed kill guides, like, those were pretty fucking dope. Those were fun. He just put out a video. He just, like, uploaded an Eve video, like, yesterday or a couple days ago. But it wasn't that. It was just, like, a random gameplay video of him, extracting a, It was a random video of him extracting a hoo-ha. It was him extracting his Minakawa under fire. Like, it was kind of fun. I'm hoping he's gonna get back into doing videos now that AT's over as well. Because, like, I know part of the reason he was not really around and super active is because he was, like, going hard for the AT. I want to see if anything comes in here. Hello. Hello, Allerster. Adventure? My cat is really mad right now. He's gonna be alright, though. He's gonna be okay. There's nothing on scan here. Oh, there's a Caracal now. It's not on long anymore. He hath fucked off. Alright, what time is it? It is 11:48. Okay, I'm gonna dock up real quick, take a bio break, and grab another drink. And then I will be right back. So give me just a second, team. I want to thank you guys so much for rocking with me. And we'll be right back.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All right. All right, we're back. We're back. Sally says, I want to make videos, have lots of stuff recorded, but struggle with editing a decent product. Yeah, I get that. That can be a pain in the dick. The thing that I found helped for me, like, honestly, was just lowering my standard. Like, lowering my standard for what I considered to be, like, good enough to put out. And understanding that, like, you know, not everything is gonna be a banger, you know? But, like, sometimes you just need the practice of editing stuff together, right? Of just being able... Oh, there's a flashy man. Like, sometimes you just need the practice of editing something together. Even if you don't necessarily, like, put it out and, like, here's my thing, like, just the practice of putting a video together is good. I have a lot of videos that I've edited and then I've, like, not released just for the practice of, like, getting a sense of timing, getting a sense of, like, you know, what do I want my videos to feel like? Do I want to make, like, squishy style meme videos? Do I want to make you know, Blight style, like, commentary videos with analysis of my PvP and stuff like that? Do I want to make, like, Rooks and Kings, like, style clarion call huge narrative productions? Maybe not. You know, Sally with that follow, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Welcome, team. Sometimes, you know, the real answer for me is I want to do a mix of all those things. Like, I want to make videos where I'm actually providing value. And sometimes that value is going to be making a hilarious meme video, right? Sometimes that value is going to be in making a highlight video of flying a faction, you know, a faction ship or whatever. A coercer and an executioner. There's the coercer. You guys think the coercer is going to stay and fight?
Drive active.
Probably not. But maybe I'll get a fight here. Let's see. The best Eve stream. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I try my best to put out a good product, you know. I don't want to just be, like, not providing anything for people. You know, I'm definitely not the best pilot out there, so I make up for it by trying to be entertaining. You know what I mean? Let's see if this guy stays. My bet's gonna be on no. He's pulling range. He's off. Okay. Well, this is now mine until someone comes and takes it from me. Try it today, try to make a video. Yeah, for sure. And, like, you know, the worst case scenario is, like, it's not something you're happy with, but you're not going to know that until you at least start editing the video, right? I've had plenty of projects that, like, I didn't think were going to be really good when I started. I was like, I don't have any fucking good footage of this. I don't have, you know, I'm not able to do the things that I want. Ooh, a Sinesis at 1. There's a gate there, though. Let's do that. You know, where I didn't think I was gonna have the stuff that I wanted. I'm not gonna be able to break this guy. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to break this guy. I don't have enough damage. This is no longer mine. I relinquish control. But, you know, as I start editing the shit together, then it starts to come together. And I'm like, okay, no. Like, I get it. I see where I'm going with this. And, you know, it's gone the other way, too, where I'm like, this is going to be a fucking banger. You know, like, this is going to be the best video I've dropped. This is going to be the one that puts me on the map. And then it turns out to be dog shit, you know? That's how it goes. It's one of the things. It's one of the tough bits about trying to make only PvP videos. Is that like, okay, like I'd like to make more PvP videos, like longer form PvP videos. It is entirely beholden to whether or not I'm getting good footage and good content that day, you know. The map. Let's see here. Regional. That's the regional market. This is the map. Speaking of, I don't want fleet members. I want average pilots in space. Anka has 3. So we'll go there, and then we want to go, let's see. Usanen has 2. Let's look at the war zone here. This is all high sec. Sosen has 1. Asshead has 1. Oh, yeah, not Alright, Huala might be a place to check. Ra, Llama. We can check those places out. You know, and it used to be, you know, pre-Pochvin, like, if you wanted to get fights, just go to Amamake, dude. Like, go to Amamake, go to Tama, get fights. Alright. Let's see who these fools are. Is there a bunch of psycho dudes? Right? Yeah, a lot of this is Silent Company, guys, so I feel like I'm not gonna really get the content I want from there, so let's just move back around towards Huala. Ahead and see what we get. I really would like to. I mean, I could just go back to Amamake and fuck around and see what comes, you know. What likely is gonna happen is it's gonna be like just like slap some music on a recorded fight. No setup, no stakes, no emphasis, just kind of play. Okay, so like how I would look at structuring something like that, right? Is okay, so you're the people you're flying with, right? You know, there's a what are the circumstances surrounding your fights? Are you guys roaming and finding fights? Are you rolling wormholes and finding fights? Are you the defenders? Are you like standing fleet guys that are getting fights from dudes coming in and fighting you? You know, are those the you know, whatever that is, you want your videos to kind of lend themselves to telling that story, right? And you know, the way you do that is you have your fights that are examples of something, right? So what's the example? Like you have this fight, you know, and in this, actually, I'm just go check Llama right now. Fuck it. But like in this fight, this is an example of really good carries piloting, right? Or like really well coordinated DPS, right? This is a fight where our tackler was just the hero and managed to, you know, keep this expensive Macarial held down under pressure, and so we were able to farm kills or whatever it is, right? And then you kind of craft your narrative around that, and the video becomes kind of organically narrative in nature, where you're talking about different, you know, different tackling techniques and different, you know, ways that you can get fights or whatever. It's hard to do because like Eve is such a large game with many deep wells of content to draw from that it becomes very like the content creation communities become very fractured, right? The PvP guys make videos a very specific way, and they do it in a very like, you know, it's very much like we want to emphasize the piloting, we want to emphasize the decision making, the comms, all of this stuff, right? And then you go and watch a video from like Oz, right? Who is like the marketing guy who understands trading, who understands the economics in Eve. And his videos are very different. They're more like lectures almost, where he's talking about like, you know, these are my trading strategies. These are the things I do, and it's very informative in nature. It's not necessarily narrative. He's not telling a story, but he's giving you information and providing value that way, right? And then you go to the like the PvE guys, the guys that are running abyssals, that are running you know, whatever the fuck. Let's go to Roustar. That you know, they're doing guides on how to do burner missions. They're doing you know, they're trying to do like speed runs for Abyssal, and all those videos are going to feel more informative in the sense of like, this is my fit, these are the things that I'm doing, these are the things I want to, like, I'm trying to accomplish, and here's a highlight reel of the stuff I've done, right? And it's videos that are almost, in aggregate, you can put them together and realize that they're about the same game, but it's almost like watching videos from different games, right? Because they feel so different. And that makes it a little difficult to kind of really get a gauge on. And, like, not to mention, you get some people that do, like, who's this guy? Not to mention that sometimes you get people that, like, if you were to look at the people that make videos, like, who are streamers that also make videos, guys like Squishy, guys like Bjorn, their view and their video construction is like kind of these highlight style, you know, it's very designed, again, like the conversation we were having earlier, to be a funnel and to get you to funnel into a given, you know, style of making something. I think these guys are over here. The Chorister and the Rifter are both over there. Okay. I don't think either one of them are going to come here. There was a Slicer out. I don't know where he went. He may have gone to the open. But anyways, their videos, again, talking about funnels, like Bjorn's YouTube is designed to like funnel you into watching him on Twitch, because it's like highlights from all this crazy shit that happens while he's streaming, right? Squishy's stuff is kind of like that as well, where it's very much like highlighting the moment of the thing that happened while he was on live on stream, right? Or also, like, Squishy does more commentary about the game in a meta sense, which is also cool. But all of these things exist in different, you know, different paradigms and different views on the game. That also lends itself to the idea that, like, go and just, like, do a search on YouTube for Eve PVP, right? There are so many people that are putting things out on YouTube for Eve PvP that you would never have expected to see in like, you wouldn't see them because they're not on Twitch, right? But there are a bunch of dudes that just put out videos like Blight. Blight is one of the dudes you see on YouTube, and if you were to see him on Twitch, you'd be like, huh, I've seen his YouTube videos before, you know. But a lot of guys, you know, and that comes from a point of view, again, it's a slanted angle, because I learned about a lot of the content in Eve from Twitch, not so much from YouTube, right? And then you're also going to get like the standouts, right? You're going to get like the Clarion calls. You're going to get the like big Miker videos. You're going to get the like Lasker Emmanuel's videos and stuff like that, right? And then you get the guys like Ronan, Ronan Lemire or whatever his name is, the guy that does like all the crazy blop stuff. Like he's like solo dropping with a officer fit Sin. You know, I don't think this guy's gonna come fight. He was in the small. I want to see if this guy's gonna bring something, but probably not. Anyhow, there's so many angles to come at it from, you know. I don't think that every video needs to be something nobody's ever seen before in terms of, you know. Oh yeah, Lussy as well. Like, holy shit. iBeast. Like, that dude puts out some wild-ass videos. One of my favorite things that I saw, like, one of my favorite videos is Lussy. I think his YouTube handle is iBeastEve. I think it's iBeastEve. I can't remember. I know his character name in game is Lussy Lou. And Lussy does some pretty dope shit. There's a bunch of smalls. There's a medium. I highly doubt this dude would be in that. Let's go to Labapy. Lussy does a lot of really dope shit, but one of my favorite videos is him doing like dread blapping in a C5 where he's got like an Apostle, Moros, a Naglfar, and like a Abyssal Vindicator, and he's just fucking wrecking people, dude. That video was fucking sick, you know. Oh, there's the coercer. What is he doing? What is he doing? He's burning in. We gotta turn back around and figure out what that boy's doing. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, well, I mean, and the thing is with Lussy, right? Lussy very much lives in that, like, law of averages land. Like, Lussy very much lives in that land where, like, the dude gets crazy content because he plays, like, 8 hours a day, right? And, like, I'm not saying that as a diss. I'm not saying that as, like, you know, anything. I think it's just, like, people see the highlights, they see the YouTube stuff, and they're like, holy shit. There's plenty of times where that dude, like, is just kind of eating shit because there's nothing going on. Yeah, he's also playing at peak activity times, which I don't. You know, this is pretty early. I've thought about actually swapping my schedule up and starting to stream a little, you know, later in the day, like starting streaming about now and streaming until like 2100 server time and getting some more stuff like that. All right, let's see what this coercer's up to. He's coming back in here and he is landing. He's landing at 0. Yeah, he jumped. Loose Halo with the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because you're the value stream. Exactly. And a lot of streamers, yeah, they're not up at the moment. Yeah. And that's the thing, like, my US, like, I'm in the US, like, I'm in NA, but, like, I don't play during NA peak time because that's when my family's home, and that's my family time, you know? Like, during the day is when I have time to play. But even then, like, I could set myself up in such a way. He's either at the small or the novice. Let's go to Asshead. I could set myself up and play in the more EU Prime kind of thing, right? Like, I could stream in the afternoons for me instead of the mornings. It's like I usually start, I'm in Central Time Zone. I usually start streaming at like 10 a.m., right? I could start streaming at like noon, stream from noon to 3 my time, and probably find better, like, more content. Because it's closer to kind of like, it's closer to like that EU Prime, like people are starting to log in on EU. You're starting to see more EU stuff. But We're not too sure. But yeah, you know, and I think that like a lot of times people lose sight of that, you know, the idea of you being the content, right? I try my best to be the content, you know. I try to be entertaining. I try to speak with sophistication about stuff. And I think like I have in the past explored other games to play on stream. The thing is, like, they're games that are fun for me to play, but they're not games that I would necessarily want to play, like, make content about. I wouldn't necessarily want to make videos about, like, Destiny 2. I wouldn't really want to make videos about Path of Exile. I wouldn't necessarily want to make videos about, like... No, I don't want to go back that way. That's the way I just came from. I want to go to Sosen. I wouldn't necessarily want to make content about that. And if I'm approaching streaming from the paradigm of this is secondary to making videos, if it's not a game that I would want to make a video about, I don't know that I would stream it. So there's where it kind of comes in, like, what is it that I want to do, you know? And that's why, like, I land on Eve as a game to stream, because Eve is a game I want to make videos about. It's a game that makes me want to, like, I have things I want to accomplish, and I want to talk about those things. I want to, you know, I want to have a conversation about Eve. I don't necessarily want to have a conversation about Destiny 2. I don't necessarily want to have a conversation about fucking, you know, Diablo 4. So, you know, and I think, like, so I'm thinking of doing a bonus stream tomorrow. Usually I stream 3 days a week. I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm thinking of doing a bonus stream tomorrow and playing Destiny 2, because there is, like, a video that I would like to make talking about games like Destiny, where I you know, because what's happening is there's going to be new content in Destiny next year. The new expansion's coming out, and I'm, like, low-key hyped for it because I like Destiny. It's a fun game. It's the opposite of Eve for me, in that, like, with Destiny, I just turn off and play. Like, I turn on, I log in, I play. Yes, I do have a YouTube channel. Let me... Boom. So there's my latest video. From there, you can get the channel. Most of my content anymore is Eve. There was a time where I was, like, when I was playing Classic WoW, I was doing content about that because it was a game I wanted to have a conversation about, right? I no longer want to have that conversation because it's fucking boring, right? Like, it's fucking boring now. There's a novice open. Is there a medium to pop in here? There is, but I don't think I'm gonna go to it. I think I want to go to Satagas. But I multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube, which is another reason I don't want to take an affiliate contract with Twitch. Is because with Twitch, if you take the affiliate contract, you cannot multi-stream to both. You have to be, you basically have to be exclusive live streaming to Twitch. And it's more valuable for me to pour one out for Classic WoW. Dude, Classic WoW could have been a really, a fucking banger, dude. It really could have been. But they went in so many, they made so many poor decisions. It's almost like, honestly, I think they started purposefully hamstringing, let's go to Tanakin. I think they started purposefully hamstringing TBC Classic so they wouldn't have to put as many resources into Lich King Classic, because the expectations would be so low based on the decisions they made for TBC Classic. That sounds really tinfoil hat of me, I still think that's what happened. I think they purposely sandbagged TBC Classic so that they wouldn't have to devote as many resources to Lich King Classic. 100%. Which I don't know why they did that, because when they dropped Classic WoW, their sub numbers fucking doubled. Like, literally, their sub numbers for World of Warcraft doubled when Classic WoW came out. I don't know why you wouldn't chase that. Like, that's just such a fucking ass-backwards decision.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, and like, you know, I think a lot of people had hopes for that being the case. That's a hot take. Yeah, dude, hot takes all day. I actually did a YouTube series. It was a short-lived one because I stopped playing Classic. I stopped playing WoW in general. I did a YouTube series called Words of Warcraft for a little bit where I talked about just the like real bad decision making that went on with Classic and the TBC Classic. I think there's only like 3 or 4 videos before I was just like, holy shit, I can't keep doing this. Like, just for my mental, dude. Like, because Classic WoW was actually kind of like the opposite of Destiny for me, right? Destiny is a game that I want to play, but I don't necessarily want to make content about. WoW Classic is a game that I want to make content about, but I do not want to play. If that, like, I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. I think that there's a huge conversation to have about Classic WoW and the implications of game design and, like, re-releasing MMOs, right? Do I want to play that game? Fuck no. I never want to play that game. Like, it's so... Like, it's just so sandbagged and beat to shit. Like, you know, all of the other stuff notwithstanding, like all of the stuff with ActiBliz and the lawsuits and all that stuff notwithstanding, you know a game is in a bad place when Mad Season stops making videos about it. If Classic is so in such a bad place that, like, Mad Season, the guy who has arguably more dedication to World of Warcraft than, like, Asmongold, right? More dedication to World of Warcraft than, like, Pilaf. When Mad Season says this is enough and I'm done and stops making videos, like, you have fucking problems. You have big problems when that happens. You know? And they just... full steam ahead, do not give a shit, you know? I can't remember the last time I heard anything about TBC Classic. I don't think anyone gives a shit about TBC Classic anymore. You don't have problems, you have a corpse on your head. Facts. Facts. So yeah, that's kind of the stuff that's been kicking around in my head as far as other games, right? Like, do I want to stream other games? I don't know. And like the question becomes, is this a game I want to talk about? Is this a game I want to have a conversation about? And I think moving forward, like I want to explore. Yeah, Asmongold is like not really fucking with WoW anymore. He's been doing a lot of like Final Fantasy 14 and stuff. He's also been doing a lot of stuff for like, they have their like OTK network now, and I think he's been doing a lot more shit for that. And he played like fucking 500 hours of New World in the last, like, since it's launched. He's already put in that kind of time, so, you know, he's got shit going on for sure. Who's this guy? Dallas Welsh, what a name. That doesn't even make sense. Like, that's not... Okay. But yeah, Asmongold's been doing a lot of Final Fantasy 14 and New World. A lot of people have swapped over. And it's not just... The thing is, like, when the top tier content creators leave, like, when the top tier guys, when your Asmongold's, when your Mad Seasons, your Pilov, fucking Pilov is playing Final Fantasy 14. What the fuck? Right? When those guys start leaving, then you get the mid tier, like the B tiers and the A tiers and the B tiers and the C tiers start leaving. Stay Safe is playing Guild Wars 2 now. S-Vant is like playing Final Fantasy 14. Bellular's playing Final Fantasy 14. All of these guys have left, right? Like, once that happens, the lower tier guys are gonna go with them, and then the small tier guys are gonna go with them. Like, it's like an exodus, you know? Like, it's gone, it's done. Comparing Blizzard and Riot, talks about how Blizzard just literally has no idea how shit works anymore. I have not seen that video, but I will probably try and check it out at some point. An industrial Sino. Oh. Let's go investigate. Like, all of these people are leaving, you know? Like, and then you see like the small people. All right, we got to check. We're going to instigate a vibe check here. It's in a sigil. You guys think that's a bait sigil? I know, it's a venture. Oh. Okay. Let's get him.
Your security status has been lowered.
There we go.
Orb drive active.
You're free, Genie. I did him a favor. You know? We did it. Oh, and his Sino dropped. That's good. All right. Let's go to... Did I go to this now? You're free, Genie. We did it. I did him a favor. It wasn't even a Sino tax. I'm doing a public service, man. Now he can get out of that fucking Sino and go play the game. All right, what time is it? It's like 12:20. Hell yeah. You know, we actually... Dude, the Merlin put in fucking work today, man. And we got a kill mark on this fucking ass tier Omen. I don't care, dude. I'm counting it. I'm counting it. I'm counting it. Everything counts, dude. Who is this guy? Are you oh, it's a white sky, dude. Or not white sky, red sky morning. Let's see if he's at the large. There's no reason he should be. Rubbed his lamp. Yeah, dude. All right. I don't think he's gonna be at this large. There's no reason for him to. This is like a stable as fuck system. There's no reason for this guy to be doing stuff here. He's not gonna get paid for it. Who's this guy? Mrs. Birch. Oh, that's a name. Let's see. Let's go to... Maybe we can get a fight out of it. Just get a fight in Cormonin. Fight the old Doc boys, dude. Nothing but love for Doc. Oh, we got a clip? Hell yeah, dude. All right, let's check. Let's peep this real fast. It's in a sigil. You guys think that's a bait sigil? I know, it's a venture. Okay. Dude,
Let's
this is...
get 'em.
You think I should link that kill in bringing Solo back? Need some... Hell yeah, dude. I should make like a I should make a video that's got like a crazy, like, you know, like the old Pandemic Legion intro where it's like PvP, and then just that clip. Hold on. Let's go here. Player channels. Bringing Solo back. Join. It's not easy being this skilled, but someone has to do it. Bye, everybody. We did it. Now the whole universe will know of my exploits. There's a Schmedium that's already open. There's like nobody here. I wonder how long it's gonna take for me doing that before I get banned from bringing Solo back. That's all I do is I just like, anytime I get a stupid like empty ship kill or like a fucking, you know, like a shuttle kill mail or something. So I actually want to make a, I need to go back through and find stupid losses. And I want to make like a, did PvP really happen if it wasn't posted in BSB? That's the question of our time. Well, ooh, an extra large ship maintenance array, but it's in a force field. Too bad I don't remember any of the, I don't know any of the dock passwords, Lamau. Anyhow, I was thinking of doing that, doing just like a low light video of just all the dumb shit, like all the stupid losses. You know, your uncle says, if we don't talk about it, no one will ever know. The way that I remember that is from my time in government service. If it happens and you didn't document it, it didn't happen. That was the one thing I learned from that. If something happens and you don't document it, it never happened. So that what I took away from that, every job that I've ever worked, no matter how small, no matter, like, even if I just accidentally cut my finger, you know, changing out a blade on a saw or something, even if I just accidentally, like, you know, sprained my ankle going up the stairs, I documented it. Because if it happened and you didn't document it, it never happened. Right? Everything. And contemporaneously, you do it at the time that it happened. You know? That was what I learned from that. And that's something I take with me to this day, you know. Anything to this day. I have a notebook that I write things down in, and it helps me with my memory too, because I have trouble remembering things a lot of the time. So I carry a little notebook with me that I write things down in. And then at the end of the day, I go through that notebook and write the things down in my bigger, like, journal, you know. Obviously not like everything, but, like, you know, if my wife mentions something like, hey, we have to do this thing tomorrow or whatever, right? Write it down and then put it in the notebook, because, like, I will forget to do things. Like, it's not great, you know? So, you know, I write that shit down. I do it. And it's just like, you know, then I don't have to worry about having a good memory. I can just go check the notebook. Like, oh no, you did tell me to do this. My bad. I fucked up. You know? And, like, I'm fortunately enough for me, like, my wife is super understanding. Like, she understands that I'm not disregarding the things she tells me, or, you know, the stuff that she talks about. It's genuinely, like, my memory is not as good as it used to be. So, you know, always fun Massive brain damage. Gotta love it. Ooh, Comet. Oh. They probably went to the novice, though. Yeah, I don't so much have a problem with my short-term memory like that. It's more so, like, misremembering things. Thinking that I hadn't done something when I had done it, or thinking that I have done something when I haven't. I have problems with that. I have problems with, like, remembering details about stuff. Like, if someone tells me something, I can be like, yeah, we had a conversation about, you know, we had a conversation about what we were going to do for dinner, right? But I won't remember, like, oh, we said we were going to go to this restaurant, you know, or what time, things like that. So being able to write shit down helps me a lot. I also do a lot of, I've been doing more, like, Sudoku, and, like, word searches and stuff like that to kind of help. And it has, to an extent, you know. And fortunately, like, you know, I'm fortunate enough I'm able to go, I have that covered. I can go talk to, like, I have health insurance. I can go, like, get treatment for stuff, and, like, that's been a huge thing for me. So, like, it's not getting worse because of, you know, treatment and preventive measures and things like that, but, like, dude, it's fucking scary sometimes. Like, not to overshare, but, like, it's fucking scary sometimes when you're sitting there and you're like, I can't fucking remember if I went and checked the laundry or not, right? I can't remember if I left the garage door open or not. Like, that shit's fucking scary. Like, I'm always afraid that there's gonna be a day where I can't remember where I parked my car, or I can't remember how to get home. Like, that shit scares the fuck out of me. And I don't think, like, it's ever actually, like, I don't think that's a thing I need to reasonably be scared about for, you know. But it doesn't stop me, you know. Anyhow. Get cameras, tell Siri where I live. Yeah, so I have it, like, saved in my, like, my Google Maps and stuff as, like, a hotspotted thing. If I need to get home. You know, like, those things are there. They help. Let's go back to Amamake. Those things help for sure. It's just, it's not like a rational fear, right? Because, like, my memory is still sharp enough that I remember those things, right? I have trouble remembering, like, you know, the color of a friend's car or something like that, or, like, you know, things like that. But, like, it's like an irrational thing where I'm just like, oh fuck, when is this gonna be a problem, right? Ooh, a fire tail. He's jumping. There's no way I'm gonna be able to lock that in time either. It's not, I don't think it's a thing that's ever realistically gonna happen, but ah, shit, yeah, dude. Let's go. Let's go. God damn it. Oh, a jaguar. Oh. Oh. He jumped. Whack. Let's see if they come back in, though. There's a Synesis and a Firetail. Nothing at the open. Nothing at the medium. I don't think those dudes are going to come back. Do you guys? I think. There's a Firetail. But it's probably there. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. You guys think this is like late epic bait? Got him. Vibe check failed. No, I didn't have anything in. Hell yeah, dude. Still in the Omen. Still no fights in the Omen, dude. Alright. Let's see here. We need to align, like, this way. Zoned out looking at Pipa. I do that all the time, man. Someone needs a yeet stick. I have some. We just haven't had any luck with them yet. Oh, there's the Jaguar landing. Alright, see you guys. We'll fight them in a second. I just want to, what I want is to be able to go rep up some damage real fast. And then we'll go to like a schmedium or some shit.
Docking request accepted.
The thing is, we're going to have to fight them on a, we're going to have to fight them on a gate or something, right? Let's get repair quote, repair all, and undock again. Because they should still be on the undock, right? Yes, they're all like right there. What's coming in? The Jag. I want the Kiki. Let's go, team! Let's go, team! Let's go, team! Let's go! I'm not gonna get him, I don't think. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Ah, shit. I thought we had him. I thought we had him, man. We had him in deep-ass hull, though. We almost had him, dude. Almost. Almost, man. That right there. That's a clip for the fucking lowlights, dude. I thought we were gonna have him, dude. If only 10 years ago me fit drones. Yeah. Oh, that was fucking close, dude. I can't even be fucking mad. I can't even be mad at that, dude. All right, what time is it? It is 12:40. Just have whiffs instead of a highlights. Yeah, I'm saving clips for that. For when it happens. What am I getting yelled at? Spicy memory. All right. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and call it here for today. There's not really enough time to do to get another decent roam in here. So I think we're going to call it for today. Again, might be doing a bonus stream tomorrow of not Eve stuff. Otherwise, we will be back on Tuesday with more Eve. So I'm normally rocking Eve Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Those are my streams. May or may not be a bonus stream tomorrow. We'll see. But I'm gonna get out of here for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time we see you. There are games other than Eve. Listen, Zach, there are games And then there's Eve. All right, I will see you guys maybe tomorrow. If not, definitely on Tuesday. I love you very much. See you guys later. Peace.